how are you going? I'm sorry if the background's a little bit different. I had to change my filming setup. My lovely cat Flynn, he's actually in here. He has anxiety, quite severe anxiety, and at the moment he currently has nowhere to hide in my room, being that I've changed everything. Unfortunately, normally I'd put my paintings here when I want to dry them. He needs the wardrobe to hide just so he feels safe. I'd rather have that open, at least just for the moment. Can't really see him. He's just here. There's his little nose. He loves it when he's comfy and hidden. Because Flynn does have quite high anxiety, we do have around the house, we have pheromones that plug into the wall and release. We spray everything with cat pheromones. It's meant to help high stress cats. Though that's not enough, we do have anti-stress medication for him because he does get so nervous. It has changed his quality of life significantly. So he's a much happier boy when he's on the meds. So yeah, if you're wondering why my setup's a little confusing, that's why. So today I would like to try and do another beach painting. I've done a few in the past, but I tend to lean a little more towards the greens when I do that because the blues kind of scare me of getting it to look natural. I live quite near the beach, which I'm very lucky and I appreciate that I can live there. I get to see what the beach looks like and how it changes, which I think has been really helpful in my painting. So I want to try and stick a little more towards the blue side than the greeny waters because that's what it's been a lot of lately, at least where I am in Melbourne. For those kinds of paintings, I tend to stick to one colour and I'll just make that colour light and dark. I've tried to use different colours and blend them together, seeing how the water changes, but I found that just doesn't look right on my paintings. So we're going to use this blue today from Araldo de Palo, and I'm just going to make it lighter and darker with my white and my black from Araldo de Palo. Plan is that I'm going to do each shade of the blue that I want. I think I'm going to do 4 shades into my cups and pour them on separately. And as well, I think I'm going to add a little bit of a beach at the front. So I'm going to try use a few different paints to try and make a bit of a franken sand. I always kind of have to guess with that one. In the past, I've tried just pouring it on, but I find what happens is I add a bit too much paint. The white paint ends up sinking to the bottom and I cannot see it. It's like it didn't exist. So what I'm going to do is how I add it on thin in strips is I am using these little squeezy tip bottles that I got from, I think I got them from Spotlight or somewhere, I can't remember. They're really cheap and I've already chopped off the end, but you can chop off the end and make it as thick as you want. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the white paint in a cup, pour that into here, and then squeeze out the waves where I want them, and then use a straw or just my breath to blow it out and make it look like pretty waves. Cool? Cool. Oh, that was a big stretch. Alright, starting off with our Franken sand color. I like to, when I make that color, add in a lot of this gold. I know gold's not really sand, but you know, I do what I want. One of the main colors I'm going to use today is this Reno Art Brown. I got it at Cheap as Chips at least a year ago. I might add in a bit of orange and a bit of pink. Cool, here's the color I've come up with. I think that's the closest to sand that I can get, particularly because I want it to contrast nicely with the blue. I want this one to be my darkest one. So here's how we're looking. The comparison. Here is our first and second one, and third and fourth. Alright, so now that our paint is in the cups, I'm going to add the Floetrol. I got it from Bunnings. It is the 4-litre one, so it lasts me a long time. Because these paints are quite thick, I'm adding about the same amount of Floetrol to paint, if not slightly less, and then I'm going to add water. We have our teapot from Dania. Thank you, Dania. Here's how that one's looking now. Perfect. Mum accidentally messed up the bowls today. We have 3 cats, by the way. Glenn didn't get as much medication as he would prefer, but he accidentally ate some of that. So he's definitely a little more nervous than is normal. Here's Flinny. Say hi, Flinny. Go on. Would you like to leave? how I want it to head, so the dark goes here and then the light goes here, but I don't want it to be corner to corner. What I want it to be is, I think I want the beach to go here, which I might actually start off. I want the water to kind of curve just a little bit, but I don't want it to be like corner to corner, you know? I am noticing that apparently, despite the fact that I thought it was okay, the paint is a tad thick. I'm gonna tip it back because I went a little overboard with some of this. What I want to do as well is I want to maybe blow some of that a bit. Alright, so I think I want to focus a lot of the white here because I didn't get all this dark colors to move up a little bit. Now this beach part where it like crashes on tends to be my biggest problem. I end up struggling to make the waves look cohesive. It kind of just all looks like it sticks on, so I'll see how it goes today, but I'm liking the technique we're getting. It's funky. I'm happy. Now, I know it's not conventional waves, but I am liking how this is looking. This stripy pattern we got going on here. It's very different. I think I've definitely added a little bit too much white to everything, but that's okay. I'm used to it not working, so I probably added way too much. Alright, so the painting's done. Final thoughts. I'm quite happy with how this one went. It definitely, after I finished it, it's created a bunch of cells in the paint, and I think that looks really cool, particularly around where the waves are crashing on the beach. I think that looks cool. I definitely think I added a bit too many waves, but the reason why I did that is in the past it hasn't shown up. Like the white has sunk to the bottom and it just hasn't really worked. So, but I did manage to subdue it a little bit by blowing the blue paint over the top of that to make it a little less intense. But overall, I'm really happy with that. I definitely think that I'll have to practice more. It definitely could be better, but I'm pretty happy with that attempt. Considering how other past ones have gone, I'm not too mad. It's that time again. Mask PSA. I know that Dan Andrews just announced that I believe the state of emergency is being extended until the 8th of November. I do want people to know, please hang in there, please. We are almost done with this fight and it would be incredible if we could just stick through it. Please make sure you guys are wearing your masks correctly and social distancing. Mask over nose and mouth and social distancing. You can't just have one or the other. I do understand for those who have medical issues who can't wear them, and I completely understand if you are eating or drinking. Make sure you're not just having it below your chin, taking a sip every 10 minutes and talking to somebody, because that's pointless. You don't need it down below your nose when you're on the phone. Just keep it up, it's fine. Everybody can hear you, alright? And please make sure to stay inside. I know it is warm. I want everybody to just be able to have an awesome Christmas and summer and to be able to hang out outside with family and friends, and we won't be able to do that if the numbers start rising. So please make sure that you guys are staying safe, staying indoors and staying away from each other, at least for the time being. PSA over. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please leave a like and feel free to subscribe if you do like me and you want to see my face again, but if you don't, I totally get it. We don't just do painting on this channel. I think I'm going to do a few different other things. I want to try and make this channel a little bit of painting, but also a few other things. To those who don't know, I'm a rock climber. I've been rock climbing since I was 10 years old, and I have a lot of experience with that, and so I think that'd be cool to talk about and to explain about how that all works, as well as fitness things that I like doing. Cool. Let me know what you would like to see below, and if you want me to do any different kinds of paintings, different colors, just go for it. I'm willing to try anything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time.